Hello! It's been a while since I've done this, so I thought I'd update it a little bit more because I've got most of the stuff in here now. So that's my gigging stuff, which is obviously the reason why you're looking at this. In the bottom couple of cases there's a 10-inch Tama artwood, there's a 10-inch arbiter flats as well, which sounds like a gunshot if you hit it hard enough. Makes people jump, it's great. There's a Brady there. I can't remember what's actually in that middle case. The hard case one might be empty. The next one definitely is empty because it's supposed to have a Dunnet in there, which is in the SQ2 in a moment. It's a Pearl Masterworks mahogany. That one is a Dunnet Cocobolo, and then that one is a Pearl Firecracker, which is a 12x5 one. On the top there you've got the Tama metal snare. It's a 10x6. And obviously a rotatom. The Premier snare drum, or what's left of it, on the top there, which came with the kit I just got given. It's an empty case, and you've got the DW Titanium. That's number 36, as far as I understand. It was the first one that didn't have a little Dunnet badge in the middle. Another Dunnet in there. It's the Cherry. That's a Spawn hybrid. It's a maple acrylic maple. It's a drum art in there, the olive one. I think in the green case it's a Noble and Cooley Alloy Classic. You've got my two Highwood hallmarks, which I will never get rid of, so thank you again, Gareth. And underneath that is another Noble and Cooley. It's the 14x4 piccolo and the C&C abalone, or maple and abalone finished drum. More rototoms and a spare ISS mount, which will go on the other one. I think that is actually no, there is actually more more rototoms knocking around. I think there's a 14 and a 16 somewhere as well. Montanari, it's another Dunnet in there. It's a 13x5 copper from 2001. It's a Tama, the Hawaiian Koa one finished in Hawaiian Koa. It's a Bubinger. Obviously there are DW Edge Bubinger. It's a DW Craviotto Ash. Underneath that it's a 13x6 Edge in it's a sort of yellow glitter, so I'm going to call it yellow snow finish. And then the Dunnet Mink, which is the stainless black one, which I've got. And then there's more. Well, the bottom two cases are empty. There's loads of Craviottos there. There's at least three. You can see that one, the Pearl Sea Green, and the one up there used to belong to Dave Mattox, which is the walnut, and it's got a Ludwig strainer on it. So, which is a fantastic drum, absolutely lovely. I got it, and it was tuned absolutely right down. And I couldn't play it, so I tuned it up very slightly, and it has a wonderful wet 70s sound now. So Premier 12x6 I think that is. I've no idea what the series was. I retired it years ago because I kept breaking the screws in the middle of the lugs, although it's got the 70s die-cast hoop on it. ICI 12x6, it's a Groove Percussion 13x3 brass. Odery, it's a 13x5 I think it is, from Brazil. If you want to check out the finishes on those drums, they are fantastic. Spawn 16-ply birch. There's another two Spawns, and I have no idea what the wood is on the one on the left, other than it's a segmented shell. That black one is a carbon fibre, which is, it's a rocket shell basically, if anyone remembers those. 24-ply maple, which is the most expensive drum I bought at the time. It was 670 odd quid I think it was. The Blanche Roots Sonar, it's the one that Steve Smith uses. Tama Artwood from the 80s with recut edges by Gary Noonan, and triple flanged hoops on it where it should have die casts. And that's a Power Piccolo from the Kenny Aronoff one, and obviously spare heads. You need loads of those. Three Slingerland Artist snare drums from the 60s. They're all single ply shells. You've got on the right, that's a Leedy brass shell 6 lug, and then the one next to it is a 1920s, again Lady brass shell, but that's an 8 lug. 14x7 Premier Janista, Mapex Deep Cherry, or Deep Forest Cherry, whatever it was called, DW Copper, 4 Yamahas, there's Bamboo, it's a Beach Custom, not a Beach Custom Absolute, it's a Birch Custom Absolute in that absolutely wonderful funky colour, and the Oak Custom. And then moving down, it's a 67 Acrylite. You've got 2 prototypes, or first generations, whatever one you want to call them. One has got the Imperial lug and the other's got the Super Classic lug. I think it's the one with the Super Classic lug has got aluminium hoops on it as well. Brass 400, and then 2 other 400s. There's a 66 and a pre-serial there, and none of them have got the same shell. It's a 402 from Monroe badge. It's a hand hammered bronze Black Beauty. It's a 70s brass Black Beauty. It's a super sensitive, and then you've got a green gold green Pioneer. The Leading Ludwig New Era, it's one for you, Mr. Kenny, although it's got the wrong hoops on it, I know that. And then a WFL Super Classic, or whatever the equipment was, I really can't remember now. And then you've just got some toms and my hand Sonic and things on the bottom there, just all in cases. And then that is, I got given that about a month ago. It's a Premier Olympic. I've still got to get the floor tom, but I think it was from 1981, or from what I can see. Bit of a budget kit really, but it actually doesn't sound too bad now. It's well, the first tom doesn't sound too bad. Now it's been cleaned up and reheaded. Still way too many toms and everything, and then way too many bass drums as well. I can't actually remember how many kits I've got in there now. 9, something like that. I think I've got about 9 kits in here. Okay, so coming in here, I've still got the SQ2 set up, because I just means I get to play it all the time, and so the other kits can go out to gig with the RCI and the Yamahas and stuff, so, and the Premier Janista. Anyway, the thought behind this was I would put up the biggest, silliest kit that I could possibly think of, and this was it really. So some Yamaha DT Extreme pad there, and a normal Yamaha pad, Pearl Cannon toms. Look, there you go. I have a 14-inch Noro China. You probably don't. There you go. It's a 1970s 2002 crash, some first generation traditionals, some 19-inch 602 ride from, I don't know, about 1974 something. Look, there you go. Look, 16-inch flat ride. Last time I checked, that wasn't in the catalogue either. It's on a 602 16-inch ride. 18-inch Nova China, purple script. Used to belong to Charlie Belanti of Anthrax. Has the Pentathrax on the bottom. It's a DT Extreme 2 brain. And there you go. Look, I have a 13-inch ride as well. Again, can't remember that being in the catalogue. It's on an Alpha soundage bottom. That's the Done It stainless steel 12x6. Again, that's actually sounds like a gunshot as well. It's the Anton Fig on the floor. It's my mixer, my iPod, my laptop and things, and it was all plumbed in together. Roland TD8 brain, Roland SPE UDS there, and then Wuhan Chinas. Don't buy the new ones, they're rubbish. Buy the old ones. The old ones are dirty, thin, and they sound much, much better. One of the few cymbals I've ever broken in my life was a 13-inch new Wuhan China, and it was rubbish. Some leftover Zildjians. It's 1964 Slingland Gene Krupa set in Oyster Pink Pearl. It's absolutely fantastic. I will never get rid of it. Yes, it has a rimmed floor mount on it. No, I don't care. Makes it sound better. Rack of Craviottos, except for the top one, it's an empty case. There you go. I don't know how many's there, loads. Yeah. All the mini timbales, they're minor. They're quite good actually. I've got those to review. Then you've got the Craviotto kit, which I play just probably about as much as I do the SQ2. Absolutely fantastic kit. I will never, ever, ever part with it. And it's, as far as I know, the only kit in that finish outside of the US. So there you go. And I'm very lucky. Some lovely, nice Ks. I just bought that. That's a Renaissance ride, and fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I haven't actually paid for it yet, but it's well worth the money all the same. So my cymbals there is probably, I don't know, 100. I've lost count of how many cymbals I've got. Probably about 120. So there's probably 100 or so sat there. Another stick bag. Some of my percussion toys and some other review stuff. There's electronics in the box as well, and my old Heyman, another Heyman shell. There you go. Apart from you seeing me in the picture as well, that's actually a drum head that I had on my Yamaha kit from 2000 to 2012. Did a bloody good job. It's a poster of a festival we did this year. There you go. I did, and that's what happened. The last song of a gig that I was depping on, and yeah, that happened splendidly. Some more cymbals down there, some more Pisces. There's a 1980s Earth Ride and a 60s 60s K sat there as well, which it's the first cymbal I ever got. Well, I actually ever got, and it still sounds cool. It's not in the best of nick, but it's a great cymbal all the same. I won't get rid of that either. So there you go. Maybe a better view of that. Oh, and there's all my lanyards and stuff over in the corner. All the gigs and stuff that I've either played or worked at. Right. That's that.